Question 12. Expand 2 minus x over the cube root of 1 minus 2x in ascending powers of x up to and including the term in x cubed. Right, okay, so we've got this cube root on the bottom. That's power 1/3 on the bottom. And we don't want it on the denominator. So let's hop it up to the top. So 2 minus x times by 1 take away 2x to the power of minus 1/3. The 2 minus x is a bracket power 1 now, but that doesn't have an expansion. It's just what it is. This one does have the expansion. So you look in the formula book for your binomial pattern and it says 1 plus x to the power n is 1 plus n times x plus n times n minus 1 over, now it says 1.2, it means 1 times 2. Okay, please don't misread that as 1.2 times your x squared plus, and then it doesn't carry on, but you can extrapolate the pattern from that. It gives you a general term, which is confusing. But that's enough, hopefully, to remind you of the pattern, even though we'll need to go one term further as we do our expansion. Okay, so let's see what we get. The first bracket does nothing. Keep it sitting there, and we do the expansion here. So our n is a minus 1/3, and our x is a minus 2x. So we get 1 plus minus 1/3 times minus 2x plus minus 1/3 times, now just do the subtracting one in your head, minus 4/3 over 2, or 2 factorial, times by, in a bracket, minus 2x all squared, plus, keep going, minus 1/3, subtract 1, minus 4/3, subtract another one, minus 7/3. You're just taking away 3/3, remember, over 3 factorial, times by minus 2x, in a bracket, cubed, plus dot dot dot, close bracket. Okay, so now we just have to work out these terms, and we'll just do it on the calculator when we get to those. Minus times minus makes plus, so that is 2/3 or 2x over 3. Okay. I find the simplest way to input all this into the calculator is to start with a fraction. Okay. Put all the top numbers in. In fact, I don't actually worry about the minuses, but you can if you want. I work out the minuses first. So let's just do that first. A minus and a minus and 2 more minuses. There are 4 minus signs. So that's a plus. Put a plus, and then I don't need to worry about the signs. Okay, so what I'm doing next is I'm going to put all the numerators, all the top numbers. So that's going to give me a 1, a 4, a 2, and another 2. So that's the 1, the 4, the 2 squared. And then on the bottom, I've got a 3, and a 2 factorial. Okay, so that's a lot quicker than typing in all of that. And it's worked out at 8/9, and then that would be x squared. Okay, let's do this one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minuses is also plus. Put a plus, you don't need to worry about the signs. Move on to this fraction. I've got a 1. I have 4, a 7, and a 2, and a 2, and a 2 on the top. And then on the bottom, I've got a 3, a 3, a 3. And then I've got a 3 factorial. There is a factorial function somewhere on the calculator, but I can't see it offhand, so I'm just going to type in times 3 times 2 times 1. It's there somewhere, I just can't find it. I'm so used to the black and white calculators that the black ones sometimes throw me. I'm sure it's there somewhere, it's probably in one of the menus. But anyway, that's so much quicker than trying to type in all of these terms and getting a bit tangled up with it. Okay, so we get to that. We're then going to multiply out. So I'm going to take the 2 first. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2/3 is 4/3. we're just doubling the top number. So that would give me a plus 16/9 x squared, and then 224 over 81 x cubed. And then we're going to times out with the minus x. So I get minus x minus 2/3 x squared minus 8/9 x cubed. I'm not going to write the next term because I don't need the x power 4 term. Okay. And then I'm just going to gather my terms. So I've got a 2 for my number term. I've got 4/3 take away 1, which is 1/3. Okay, can't do the rest in my head, probably. 16/9. Where's my x squared term? There it is. Minus 2/3. Okay, well that would have been minus 6/9. I probably could have done that in my head. So that's 10/9. Certainly not this one. 224 over 81. Take away 8/9, and that's my cube term. And that's 152 over 81 x cubed. Okay, I mean, that doesn't look nice at all. State the range of values for which the expansion is valid. There was only one expansion done. Okay, even though there were two brackets, one of them wasn't actually expanded. Okay, so it's not that we have to choose the better of the ranges. There is only one range. So it's in between -1 and 1. It's our x in between -1 and 1. You don't really need the minus because you've got the minus and the plus, but you do need the 2x. Divide through by 2 and you get that. If you did put the -2 in there, minus 2x like that, you'd have to divide through by -2, which would give you a positive 1/2 and a negative 1/2, and then you'd have to remember that as you divide by a negative, you flip the sign. So you get the same thing, but in a more complicated and headachy way. So it's easier to not worry about putting the minus into the range, just put the actual algebra term without the minus if there was one.